My name is Jason. I'm in my 4th year as a working professional. Recently, after working for 3 years at my first job since graduating, I resigned to take a sales position at a major food manufacturer for career advancement. Since joining the company 3 months ago, I've been able to build trust with clients using my natural communication skills, leading to excellent sales performance. I grew up helping out at my family's flower shop, which is probably why I've always had an exceptional memory and learned tasks quicker than most. Now, I use this knack for remembering things and the knowledge from our family business by bringing small bouquets to meetings with clients or preparing blue roses for those who are starting their own businesses. The blue rose signifies making dreams come true, so I always include a wish for their new venture's success along with a gift. Clients and business partners appreciate this thoughtful gesture, earning me a lot of respect and high regard. Consequently, I'm held in high esteem by my peers and even by managers from other departments, as they begin to see me as a competent and reliable individual. However, there's one person who doesn't seem to appreciate my work and seems to have it out for me. My boss, Michael. Every day, he sets unrealistic expectations and berates me if I fail to meet them. Today, after 5 p.m., as I was about to leave, Michael called me over. "Hey, Jason, I'm going to let you in on the meeting with them foods the day after tomorrow. I need you to prepare the presentation materials," he said. "A meeting? Oh, the day after tomorrow. What, you got a problem with that? I'll review the materials, so have them on my desk before work starts tomorrow." But I thought I was off that project. "Shut up. Don't give me any lip. I've emailed you all the details. Remember, it's due by 8 a.m. tomorrow." This is just unreasonable. What? Can't handle it? You're really useless, aren't you? Damn it, not this again. I'm giving you a chance to be involved in a major project, and you don't even have the ambition. Newbies like you are just worthless. Fine, I'll have the materials ready by 8 a.m. tomorrow. Just do what you're told from the start. Thanks, I'm off then. Bye. Michael seems to exploit my competitive nature by provoking me with challenging tasks, offloading his responsibilities onto me, the newcomer. This kind of harassment had become a daily occurrence. It seems the simple reason behind this is that Michael used to be the star employee until I joined, and he's frustrated that I'm now getting all the attention. In other words, it's jealousy. As my presence in the company garners more attention, Michael feels his own presence diminishing, leading to such harassment. Sighing, I reboot my turned-off PC to check the email from Michael. Preparing myself for an all-nighter. A year into enduring Michael's constant harassment, a new recruit named Lucas joined the sales department. Being the closest in age and having a good sales record, I was appointed as his mentor. Lucas was a quiet, earnest young man, not the most efficient but very diligent and careful in his work, which was commendable. I did my best to guide Lucas, who was struggling to learn the ropes of the job. Thanks to this, about 3 months after Lucas joined, he had grown capable enough to secure contracts and even win some new business without my accompaniment. As Lucas became more proficient, we worked closely together, checking on our progress and holding meetings, making for busy yet fulfilling days. Eventually, I noticed that Michael's harassment had subsided. Come to think of it, Michael hasn't been giving me impossible tasks lately. Impossible tasks. Before you joined, since I was a newcomer from another company, Michael used to harass me by assigning me to endless projects or burdening me with an unreasonable number of accounts. Is that so? It's silly, really. He was probably jealous of my sales performance. Well, it helped me improve my multitasking skills. Jason, you're impressive. I just wanted to make a good start in my first year after switching jobs, So I was really determined. Lucas, are you feeling all right? You look pale. No, it's just that. During our casual chat after a meeting, Lucas's expression darkened when I mentioned Michael. Curious, I pressed for details and discovered that Michael had shifted his target from me to Lucas. I was shocked to learn that Lucas had been facing harassment from Michael in my absence. When you're out visiting clients, Michael clearly assigns me tasks that should be his responsibility. The deadlines are tight, and if I'm even slightly delayed, he calls me slowpoke or useless and berates me. I had no idea. Sorry for not noticing sooner. From now on, if you're given an unreasonable workload that exceeds your capacity, please consult with me immediately. Thank you so much. Michael won't listen even if you refuse. He keeps piling on the work, doing who knows what himself. Let's handle this together. And if it gets too much, we can escalate it to someone higher up. Okay. A few days after this conversation, as I began to subtly support Lucas, Michael didn't take kindly to it, and the harassment escalated. The tasks assigned to Lucas started to include those that should have been handled by Michael, who is at a managerial level. Of course, these were tasks that Lucas, still a newcomer, had yet to learn. Michael, displeased that Lucas sought my advice, started to harass us both blatantly, intending to trouble us. Naturally, this meant I had to take on a significant portion of Michael's work that Lucas couldn't handle. Despite being blameless, Lucas felt inferior and guilty towards me. He was thriving and enjoying his work, but being overwhelmed with tasks not meant for him led to an increase in mistakes and a loss of confidence. I couldn't stand the situation and confronted Michael directly while trying my best to support Lucas. Michael, I can't accept the way you're allocating work. What? You two are just too incompetent, so I'm trying to train you. Enough. Both Lucas and I are swamped with our own tasks. This is going to affect our clients as well. That's the problem. You're both too slow. Make sure not to inconvenience our valued clients. Michael dismissed my complaints, leaving the two of us overwhelmed with work. Then, an incident occurred. Hey, Michael, where are the documents for today's meeting? I left that to Lucas. Hey, Lucas, bring the documents, quick. I'm sorry, the documents aren't ready. What? I was counting on you, weren't I? Yes, but I was only assigned this task yesterday evening, and there wasn't enough time. Don't give me excuses. Do you realize how important this meeting is? You're such a useless newcomer. What now? Make sure to submit it to Charles by 11 a.m. Yes, I will. I'm sorry, Charles. My subordinate is slow, causing you trouble. I'll make sure it's done by 11 a.m. All right, I'm counting on you. Of course. It turned out that the documents for a crucial meeting scheduled at 2 p.m. today hadn't been prepared. This was a task originally meant for Michael, which he had dumped on Lucas the previous evening. Smirking, Michael shifted the blame and made excuses to Charles before returning to his desk. Seeing Lucas looking distraught and close to tears, I offered my support. It's okay. We have 2 hours until 11 a.m. We can make it work. Could you handle checking my mails and dealing with urgent estimates while I work on this? Yes, I will. I then worked frantically on the documents. Next to me, Lucas was handling the tasks I'd asked him to do while progressing with his own work, a look of desperation on his face. Even then, Michael passed by Lucas's desk, sneering. Newcomers are really useless, aren't they? Lucas ignored him, but I could tell it was affecting him. Don't mind what Michael says. Let's make sure we succeed. It's going to be okay. Thank you so much, Jason. Focus now. We don't have much time. Yes. Somehow, we managed to complete the documents by 11 a.m. Charles was impressed with the quality of our work, and the afternoon meeting was a success. After the meeting, Charles praised the documents and presentation. By the time we returned to our department, Lucas looked much better, which relieved me. Phew, that was close. Things always seem to work out. Thank you so much for your help. It's my duty as your mentor, but as for Michael, that's enough. I won't let it slide any longer. I'll definitely bring this up during the next performance review. I agree. I won't forgive him either. Huh? It was surprising to see Lucas, who's always been mild-mannered and kind, hardly ever speaking ill of anyone, say I won't forgive him with a sly smile. As we returned to the sales department, Michael approached us with a smirk. What is it this time, Michael? I heard the deal somehow went through. Yes, we've secured the contract, so there's no need for concern. Hey, Lucas, got bailed out by Jason again. Huh, lucky you, but you're still slow, and as a newbie, you're just not cutting it. I've already submitted the lowest possible performance review for you. Wait a minute, Michael. Your behavior lately is unacceptable. Jason, getting a little cocky just because you can do some work. What about you, Lucas? Got nothing to say. What's with that face? Remember, I'm the manager here. You newbies just need to do as I say. And Jason, your defiant attitude will cost you on your performance review too. Don't you think you're being too tyrannical? And what's this about performance reviews? The year-end performance review is still a while away. Isn't it a bit early for that? You regular employees wouldn't know. The company's performance is down. So we're looking for volunteers for early retirement at the mid-year mark. I was compiling a list of candidates for that. As a manager, it's my job to submit the performance reviews of my subordinates to the higher-ups. Both of you, being as incompetent as you are on that list for sure. What did you say? Michael's words made my blood boil instantly. As I was about to retort, Lucas grabbed my hand to stop me. Hey, Lucas, this is just too much. Calm down, Jason. Michael, I understand your point clearly now. Oh, finally got it through your thick skull, did you? Well, enjoy working hard until you get the retirement notice. Smirking, Michael threw out his parting shot and left. A few days after Michael claimed to have submitted the lowest performance reviews for us, President Sullivan decided to visit each department to observe the employees' work. When it was the sales department's turn, President Sullivan arrived, holding the documents Michael had prepared. Mr. Sullivan, we've been expecting you. Thank you, everyone in the sales department. You're the backbone of our company's earnings, and I appreciate your hard work. Today, I'll be observing how you all work. Did you have a chance to look at my performance review documents? I'll introduce you to the employees of the sales department and their evaluations. With that, Michael, looking triumphant, cozied up to President Sullivan to show him around. He followed Michael's lead, conversing with employees and observing their work. I watched nervously as they moved around the department. Glancing at Lucas, I expected him to be disheartened, but to my surprise, he was calm and focused on his work, unaffected by President Sullivan's visit. Eventually, he approached Lucas and me. Sorry to interrupt your work. You're Jason, right? I've heard good things about you. Thank you. It's an honor. I heard you played a crucial role in closing a significant deal recently. The sales manager was praising you. Well, I just did the best I could. Mr. Sullivan, Jason is capable in his work, but his attitude toward superiors needs improvement. Despite my clear instructions, he was late, and even the preparation for that deal had us on edge until the last minute. Oh, that's because I had a lot of tasks to handle. I apologize for any concern I caused you. Jason, your problem is making excuses. Be mindful of that. I clenched my teeth, feeling dominated by Michael's narrative. Still, I didn't want to show any petty disputes in front of President Sullivan, so I held back. And this new recruit Lucas, whom Jason has been mentoring, is just incapable. Is that so, really? Yes, it's true. As his manager, it's been tough on me. The preparation for that deal being last minute was Lucas's fault, despite my instructions. He hadn't completed the documents even on the morning of the meeting. And then he made excuses about not having enough time and ran to Jason for help. He's slow and just a hassle to deal with. He's a prime candidate for voluntary resignation. Michael gloated as he disparaged Lucas and me to President Sullivan. I clenched my fists in frustration. Michael, was it? You say some interesting things. What's this about a candidate for voluntary resignation? And is my son really that useless? Huh? Son? Yes, that's right. Even without parental bias, Lucas seems to be handling quite a significant workload for someone only half a year into his job. And he's delivering results. What exactly are these performance reviews based on? Care to explain in detail, Michael? Michael's face went pale at his words. Turns out, Lucas was his son. With the company's performance in decline, I investigated and found that the sales department's results have been deteriorating for the past 3 years. I've been hearing unsettling things from within the department, and since sales are the pillar of our company, I decided to employ my son here to get a true sense of the situation. Is that really how it happened? I had him use his mother's surname to avoid any undue attention from the staff. Michael, I've heard quite a bit about you from Lucas. No, that's not how it is. What's not? I haven't said anything yet. I didn't do anything wrong. Lucas, who had been silently observing the exchange, stood up and addressed his father, President Sullivan. President Sullivan, everyone in the sales department has been incredibly kind and instructive. Jason, in particular, has been a great help. Despite my shortcomings, he supported me through the unreasonable workload imposed by Michael and managed his own tasks flawlessly. Michael may blame the recent deal's preparation on me, but he was actually responsible. It was impossible to meet the deadline with his timely instructions given just the evening before. For someone only half a year into the job, handling that negotiation from grasping the details to preparing the documents and presenting to the executive team was an insurmountable task. Yet, Jason accomplished it with remarkable skill. He's truly exceptional. I see, Jason, I'm truly grateful you've been there for Lucas. Moreover, I've thoroughly investigated the causes of the sales department's downturn. Here's the report. Lucas handed over a thick report to President Sullivan, detailing the harassment from Michael, how it pressured the work environment, and negatively impacted the actual sales performance. It also outlined how Michael's domineering attitude disrupted normal communications within the department, leading to delays. The report was filled with concrete examples of the company's losses and detailed accounts of power and moral harassment incidents. After reviewing the report, President Sullivan, red-faced with anger, glared at Michael. What's this about? The situation is much more serious than what I was led to believe. We have no place for someone who envies and sabotages others. It's not like that. I can't trust a word you say, and to think you had the audacity to submit such a falsified performance review. I'm speechless at the audacity. Moreover, the sales department's performance has been improving over the past year. There were no plans for layoffs. We won't discard valuable employees. It's clear now why the department has been recovering. But it's equally clear that we have no need for someone like you in our company. You're fired. With that, President Sullivan tore up the performance review documents Michael had submitted. Despite Michael's attempts to justify himself, President Sullivan didn't entertain any of it. Following a thorough investigation ordered by President Sullivan himself, Michael was officially dismissed for misconduct. Michael was left in a daze, collapsing as he received the news. When he finally left the company, no one said a word to him. Around the same time Michael was dismissed, I was promoted. My contribution to the company and my work ethic had been recognized. I was appointed the youngest manager in the department. Congratulations on your promotion, Jason. Thanks, Lucas. I'm glad you're my senior and boss, Jason. With you handling things, even the most challenging tasks turned into successes. I truly admire you. Easy there, you'll make me too proud. But thanks. Did President Sullivan praise me that much during the personnel review? What are you talking about? We don't discuss work at home. I just shared the facts as casual conversation. You've really come a long way, Lucas. Let's keep up the good work together, and if you'd like, maybe you can put this at home. I handed Lucas a small bouquet of dahlias. He joked, shouldn't I be the one giving you flowers? But those flowers represented my gratitude. The dahlia's meaning is gratitude. I resolved to fully leverage the opportunity Lucas had given me and to strive harder in my work.